Well, we've just had a demonstration with a couple of hundred people come out with the Sheffield Tree Action Group, basically saying to the councillors as they come to assemble for the council meeting that's about to happen, that they're not going to accept what's being done to their communities, their streets, their trees. They're going to keep fighting, and they're saying to the council that you have to change direction. You have to rein in Amy, you have to look at this whole privatised outsourced contract and really do your job as councillors representing the community.
So what do you hope to change for the future?
Well, I think what we would like to see is the whole operations brought back in-house. Now, exactly how you could do that, you'd have to look at the whole negotiation process. I'd have to think that Amy, as a big multinational company, has to be looking at the reputational damage that's being done here. And we think of a prior example of this. There was Atos with the work capability assessment, and they gave up the contract because they felt it was doing them so much global reputational damage. And Amy's really in that situation now, but we have no control over that. So what we have to say to our councillors is, from what we know of the contract, there are provisions in there that say that you are able to rein in Amy, say that these trees shouldn't be felled, that we should have flexible paving around them, other measures to manage them instead. So it's really up to the council to step up to the plate and defend our trees.
I know that one of the motions for the Green Party is a motion of no confidence, and also some members of the Lib Dems have asked for some members of the Labour Party to actually step down and resign because of everything that happened on Rustlings Road and so on. So what's your stance on that in particular?
Well, I think Julie Dore has some huge questions to answer. The reality of the fact that after the first arrests that we just saw, the court case last week, she came out and said she was horrified by the use of repressive trade union legislation against peaceful protesters. And then she set up a situation where it would happen again. And we saw indeed, on Rustlings Road, two 70-year-old ladies were arrested for trying to defend the trees on their own street in their own community. So we've got, a situation where Julie Dore has some very serious questions to answer. Brian Lodge is the person responsible, but I think really we're looking at a case where the whole of Sheffield Council is responsible. This is not, a case of where necessarily particularly want to focus on one or two people. The whole council is responsible, and that's why we've put a no confidence motion in the council, because that's certainly the feeling of this people gathered here today, and I think it's the feeling increasingly of the city.